Hey guys, it's Christine with Indigo Wings, and I am here with the weekly Twin Flame reading for February 6th through the 12th. We have the full moon lunar eclipse coming up toward the end of this reading. It's on Saturday, February 11th. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely feeling the energy as we're in between this period of the Aquarius new moon and this full moon. So I'm curious if any of you are feeling these energies. Before I jump into the reading, I want to say thank you to everybody. The outpouring of support and positive feedback has been so amazing. I'm really appreciating all the comments, all the emails, the messages. I try to respond to everybody. Sometimes I'm not able to do that, but I do read them and try to respond when I can. So thank you so much. And it's just, I'm very grateful to be able to share my gift with all of you, and I really enjoy being able to help people. So thank you for letting me do that. So I'm going to jump into the reading. I did get a question this week that reminded me that I had not talked about this in a while. I refer to each twin as the feminine energy and the masculine energy. Typically, each person is more predominant with one energy or the other. Sometimes you'll hear people refer to one twin or the other as the runner or the chaser. Typically, the feminine tends to be the chaser and the masculine tends to be the runner. I don't like using those terms, so I stick with masculine and feminine. And I use those terms in my readings, although they do apply to same-sex relationships as well. I just use masculine and feminine, he and she, because it's just a little bit easier for me to keep track of during the reading. So as you're listening, just go with whatever side you are resonating the most with. And sometimes, you know, as people begin to balance out their feminine and masculine energies, you may find that you flip-flop on what side you resonate with, or, you know, you might find some things on the feminine side that you resonate with and then resonate over on the masculine side. So it can change for people as they continue to evolve. And speaking of resonating, you know, this is a reading for the collective. So I do ask for messages as many people as possible, but that doesn't always happen. So take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not the message for you. That's okay. If it does resonate with you, then I may be the reader for you. And so you can contact me for a reading either through my Facebook page, which is Facebook/Indigo Wings Healing, or you can contact me on my website, which is indigowingshealing.com. So with that, I'm going to get started. And I have to say, I don't know if it's the energies that are going on right now, or if it was just like if I was picking up the energies of the collective, or I don't know what it was. But this reading felt super intense to me. So I felt like that was an interesting thing that I wanted to mention. There's also a lot of twos that came up in this reading, and for some people, twos mean connection, and I usually don't consult my books when I'm doing the reading. You know, twos can mean connection for some people. or partnership, I'm not necessarily getting that for the twos. I'm getting more balance for the twos. And that's what I was just referencing. I wanted to make sure I was getting the right thing on that. And you'll see as I go through this reading why I'm feeling that it's more of a balance. I'm not saying it's not connection, or not reunion, not connection, not partnership, but I just feel it's more balancing. So I'm going to start over on the feminine side. So the first card that I got for the feminine was Reach Out. And I know like the last few readings, at least the last one, this was on the masculine side. And so it's coming up on the feminine side, and I really feel like this is something that's coming up a lot for the feminine twin, that they're feeling very, very strongly that they're wanting to reach out to their twin, especially the ones that are in separation, especially the ones that are in a situation where they, for whatever reason, cannot or should not be communicating with their twins. But I'm feeling like the feminine twins that are experiencing this are not going to reach out. They know, they have this overwhelming desire. They know that it is not in their best interest. And so, because this card, she's looking away from the masculine side. And so while that desire to reach out is very strong, she's looking away. And so what I'm seeing here is that the feminine are going to look to extend that energy to other people. And so I pulled some Lenormand clarifiers, and I have the letter, the dog, and the bouquet. And literally what these cards are saying is that there will be communication with friendly people, with good people. So whether this means, they're reaching out to their support system, their friends, whether they meet new like-minded people on social media platforms and groups or things like that, it's a confirmation for me that the feminine is definitely going to be refocusing that desire someplace else, because she knows that now is just not the time, it's just not the best time for her to be reaching out to the masculine twin. Over on the masculine side, the card is Balance, and it's a 2. And so what I'm getting from this card, just looking at it, as we've gone through the last few readings, we know that the masculine is just going through a lot in their personal lives. And when I'm looking at the picture here, it shows little pictures of different things that they're trying to balance in their lives, or trying to find time for. You've got a ring, which to me is saying, some sort of romantic interest. You've got a baby that signifies children or family. You've got a book, which to me says either work, career, furthering your career, or going back to school. And you've even got a picture that signifies time, so it's like they are trying to balance all of these things. They're trying to balance, having the ability to enjoy their own time. And, it's just overwhelming for them. Like, I feel like they're just in a place where they're not really enjoying anything. and they're really seeking to find peace and balance, like peace within that balance. And so what I'm getting here is that they're wanting to spend quiet time alone, and this isn't in a bad way, the Nine of Earth. This is a positive card about spending time alone because, they're still doing that inner reflection, trying to figure things out. They're still going through this awakening process that can be very intense for them. So again, many of you who are in this separation phase are probably not they're not going to be reaching out, and it's not so much because they don't care, they're not thinking about you, but there's just too much in their heads. There's too much that they're trying to literally balance. The other card I got was solar plexus chakra, and what I get from this card is that they are feeling fearfulness, that almost like they feel like their life is out of control, and they're trying to figure out how they can take charge of their life again, and do it not in an aggressive way, but in a peaceful, happy, positive way. And then the card that the other card is the Star. And, I feel like, again, this is very representative of that, even though things may seem just very much not where the masculine wants it to be for them, that they are on the right path, that this is very much fated where they're at right now. And that the masculine is in a place where they really do want to, they want to have a sense of optimism moving forward. They're ready to make long-term plans and, have a happy outlook on their future and where their life is going. But so I'm going to, just move up ahead with where they're at. There's still a lot of masculine who are just refusing to see how they can get to that place. They're still feeling blocked. They're still fighting the things that they need to let go of, or the things that are not serving them anymore, the things that they need to be moving on from. Some of them are refusing to see how things could work out in their favor. Some of them are holding on to negative and pessimistic thoughts of, I don't have enough money to leave the situation I'm in. I'm not good enough to leave this situation. I'm not strong enough. I'll lose something that's very important to me. So they're really, it's like they want that balance and they want to find their happiness, but they're just refusing to see how it's possible, how they can make their dreams come true in a way that everybody gets what they want. And this is another 2. And, he really needs to come into a better place of balancing these emotions, because he is going from one extreme to the other. Like, oh, I really want this, and in 1 minute he thinks he can have it all, and he thinks he can have all of the things that he desires, and then the next minute he's like, I don't see how any of this is possible. And I pulled some Lenormand cards as clarifiers for this as well. And we have the man and the bear and the birds. And basically this is about someone who's they're trying to control the outcome, trying to control what's going on, and I'm getting with this that they have concerns about finances, that they, that they're struggling to control their finances, or that somebody else is in control of their finances. I'm feeling like for some of the masculine, that someone else is in control of their finances and they're refusing to see how they can break away from that. That particular situation may not apply to all of the masculine, but I am feeling like that's a situation for some of them. So for the feminine, I've been doing a lot of the full moon readings this week, where one of the first things that I'm talking to a lot of the feminine energies about is what they're going to be let going of. And I'm seeing a lot of twins letting go of things that no longer serve them. Oh, and I'm just going to let you guys know that all of my children are home right now. I have 3 girls, and it's lunchtime, and they're all a little grumpy because they stayed up too late last night. So if you hear any fighting or crying, that's why. So I apologize for that. As much as I would like to make them be quiet, those of you who have children understand that I don't have any control over that. So, so sorry for the background noise. So anyway, so what I was saying, a lot of stuff coming up with this full moon energy and the new moon energy. A lot of twins, mostly what I've been seeing with a lot of feminine energies though, is there's letting go of things that no longer serve you. In a lot of cases, there is a learning to let go of the twin or an aspect of that relationship. You're not giving up on the relationship, but you are literally just letting go of the expectations. You're giving it to the universe and just kind of having trust and faith in things working out the way that they're supposed to. And I feel like that's going to be something that's happening with a lot of the feminine. The feminine energy is working really hard to come into a place of surrender, of being at peace, of letting things go. They're trying to get away from that frustrated energy that I've been talking about in past videos. And so the card that came up is the Move. And I've talked before about how this is a card to me that does represent moving into union. And it's a 7, which is about being on the spiritual path. And I feel so strongly that this is a card of the feminine coming into alignment with herself and coming into union with herself. And, the heart, it kind of looks like it's been bandaged, like you can see, cracks, and it's been bandaged. And, she's really learning how to heal her own heart. And, it's got like the ribbon that reminds me of like a hand fasting ceremony of bringing two people together, and the hands together and the energy around it. And this is, to me, this is saying that the feminine is coming into the place that she needs to in order to move into a union with her twin. So for those of you who are coming into this point, this is so good, and this is exactly where you need to be moving into. And the clarifying cards I pulled for this I thought were really interesting, and it was almost like a moment where I was like, oh, duh, this makes a lot of sense. This one says, have you asked your angels for help with this? So to me, this is a message for those of you who feel like you're trying to get to that point and you're struggling. Have you asked the universe for help with this? Have you asked your spirit guides for help? If you work with angels, have you asked your angels for help with this? If you haven't, do it. They are so happy to help you with anything that you ask for help with, but you have to ask for the help. So, this is such a simple reminder, but, ask the universe to help you with getting there. The other card that came up is you are a powerful light worker. And so again, I feel like this is a message for a large number of the feminine twins. A lot of twins have missions that are tied to spiritual work. And I think so many twins forget, you get dragged down in the negativity and the muck that you forget how much power you have. And you don't have to necessarily do something like card readings or, healings or things like that. But there are other ways that you are able to shine your light to the world. And this is a reminder to just shine your light. And as you shine your light, you come into alignment with yourself. It's bringing you closer to where you need to be. And then I loved this last card that came up. It was integrity. And, I feel like this is so much about, being authentic and standing in your truth, and speaking from your heart. And this card says, align your actions so they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. And again, that's all about what I said a minute ago with that card about, this is the feminine coming into alignment. And it's exactly what we want. So I feel like this new moon, full moon energy with the eclipses, it's really going to be a pivotal time for a lot of feminine twins. And this energy, what I've been reading on it, is going to extend for some through August 2017. So, you'll have several months of this transformation taking place. And, I'm really excited to see where the collective is as we head towards September. So let's see. So let's go to the next card for the feminine. So the next card is listen. And I felt like this was such a great follow-up for where the feminine is headed. And it's another 2. I feel like as the feminine is coming into alignment with herself, you are just so much better at listening to your intuition, being still and being quiet and being able to observe the things that are going on around you. And I think when you're in that state, you are so much better able to see the things that you may have been missing. And you're able to make yourself aware of the things that are going on behind the scenes that you may have missed before, that you're just going to be in a much better place, and you're going to be coming into a time of where you are really I feel like this is just a look of confidence on her face. Like, that your intuition, your gut is spot on. and you're coming into a place where you know what your truth is, you know what is right for you. And, you know, you're going to come from a place where you're acting from your intuition and your gut. So clarifying cards that I pulled from this is that you're really going to be taking all of this and learning what you can from it. Some of you, with the moving into your alignment and then listening, I have the 5 of air here, and I feel like some of you may realize that you are in a place that you don't want to be. You're going to realize that you've maybe not made the best. I don't want to say you haven't made the best choices, because everything is a lesson. But you're realizing, okay, these are some things that I need to move on from, and you're going to learn what you can from that situation, and it's gonna serve you well. You know, I'm not seeing this as a negative thing for some of you. For some of you, this is third eye chakra. For some of you, this listen is going to help you come in tune with some of your psychic gifts. We all have psychic gifts. You know, there's the clairs, clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, clairsentience, empathy, gut feelings, whatever you want to call it. We all have those to a degree. It's how open you are to them. It's how much time you spend developing them. You know, is how, you know, it just depends on the level that you're at with them. And some of you are going to, when you get to the listen piece, you're going to start to open up your gifts, and you are going to feel so safe and comfortable coming into this place for yourself. And then the other card that came up is the 9 of water. And this is a card about, like, this is just such a positive card. This is a card about wishes coming true, a love of life, and concerns fading away. And so I feel like there's going to be a group of people that this applies to that, you know, maybe you haven't had to, you know, maybe you were in a situation that that wasn't serving you, you had to let go of, but maybe you are finally moving into that open-hearted detachment, and you're truly letting go of any expectations. You know, you're detaching yourself from the outcome, and you're learning how to just live your life and really enjoy it. You're following your joy. And that's such an amazing place for you to be, because that is going to take you so far and bring you closer to union with your twin. So I'm seeing so many amazing things happening for the feminine on this side. So for the masculine, on his side, the card that came up is open up. And so I do feel like, you know, I mean, this is something that I've seen constantly, that those twins that are refusing to kind of wake up and see what's going on with them, or they're refusing to make the necessary changes that the universe is setting up for them, like it or not, things are going to be happening, and they can either go with the flow or it's going to be forced. And so, you know, even though they're going to be refusing to see here, they're going to come right back to opening up and being open to what's going on with them, and saying, okay, you know, maybe I can make things work. Maybe I can figure this out. You know, I'm seeing that there are going to be masculine twins that are reaching out to the feminine at this point because they want to understand more about what's going on with them. They're going to be feeling their sacral chakra. They're going to be feeling their root chakra. They're going to be feeling, you know, some of them are going to maybe have like a Kundalini awakening. Like there's going to be things that are happening with the masculine. There's a light up at the crown chakra. Some of them are going to be having their crown chakras opening up. There's going to be a lot of growth here on different levels. And this is such a good thing. This is, I mean, just bottom line, it's a good thing. And it's going to mean different things for different people. The cards that I pulled up as clarifiers, the Ace of Fire, and this is a card that's all about changing your life, which is exactly what's happening with a lot of these masculine energies, is that their life is changing. You know, and this is a card, New Beginnings, and that is definitely what's happening. Another card that I pulled up is the Eight of Air, which the Eight of Air is, it's about the illusion of being trapped and being afraid to take action. But what I'm getting with this card is that is what the masculine is finally starting to break away from, because you have this pack of unicorns, and this unicorn is breaking away from that. So, you know, he's finally breaking free of those illusions, you know, which, you know, the refusing to see, that's an illusion that he was feeling trapped in, finding the balance. Like, these are all illusions, and he's, you know, with the opening up, he's finally going to be breaking free of those. And then the last card that I pulled, which I really thought that this was just awesome synchronicity, was Earth Angel, which, you know, when having pulled that you were a powerful light worker over on this side, this card says you are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. And, you know, often while, you know, twins are here to serve a mission together a lot of times. And, you know, there is a lot of talk about how twins are here to change relationship templates. They're here to help the world evolve. And they are here to teach about love. And, you know, I'm not sure if the masculine is going to be understanding that at this point, because I feel like that's a really big concept for some people who are just beginning to awaken, and not everybody who is a twin flame even knows that or understands that. That can be something that's very overwhelming to people who are new to the concept. But this is, you know, I think a confirmation of where they're headed and what they're here for. And the imagery in this card I really love. You know, there's this, you know, it kind of looks like like a magic ball type thing, and there's a ton of butterflies in it, which is all about, you know, butterflies are all about change and transformation. And so, you know, I feel like this is a card that's talking about, you know, the masculine's really going through transformation. Let's see, where do I want to go next? So I'm going to start with the grounding energy. The grounding energy that both twins have going on, it's another 2. It's the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is all about it's where our sexual energy comes from. It's our creativity, it's our joy, our love. And when that chakra is when it's clear, when it's not blocked, when it's working properly, like that's how we attract those things to us. And right away, as soon as I pulled this, I immediately felt that both the masculine and the feminine need to do healing work around their sacral chakra. Like that's like the only message I'm getting here is heal your sacral chakra. Do meditations, healing work, Reiki, whatever feels right for you, but work on your sacral chakra. And what I got with this card is that basically as you heal your sacral chakra and as it's working the way it's supposed to, you know, when it's not blocked, when it's clear, you are going to be able to basically, all of your dreams are going to come true. You are going to be on the road to success. You will have abundance. You will be able to give birth to your dreams. You will be able to get the things done that you want to get done. That's the message that I'm getting. The energy that the feminine's bringing is lead. And I didn't even pull out extra cards because the message to me on this was so clear that that right now the feminine is totally leading this. That you are in such a good place. You are raising your vibrations. You are on a solid path of following your joy and doing your work and focusing less on the masculine than you were before and focusing more on yourself. And it's like you're just literally leading the way for the two of you to come into union right now. You know, your vibration is raising, and as you raise your vibration, that helps to raise his vibration. The energy that the masculine is bringing is observe. And so for me, this card is all about having to look at things from a different perspective. And what I really feel like the underlying energy here is, how can I get what I want? How can I be happy? How can I make things work? You know, and the way that he's been looking at it, the way he's been approaching it, it's not working, you know, and he can't see a way to make things work. So he's stepping back and he's looking at it from other angles, other perspectives to see how else can I make this work. And so I asked for a clarifier on this. I got the twin flame, which tells me without a doubt that everything that's kind of driving him right now, he does have his twin on his mind. You know, and yeah, like, is he fighting things because he feels trapped? He doesn't know how to make things work. Yeah, but deep down, this underlying energy that he's bringing is that the answer to what he's looking for is, it involves a spiritually based relationship, your twin flame. So what he is seeking involves his twin. And he knows it. And so he will get this figured out. He will get this figured out. So the crowning energy where both twins are headed, I think, is really fantastic given the growth that I see happening on both sides. The energy of the full moon and the eclipse and everything. It's a one, new beginnings. It's new vitality. You know, and it's literally like new life, new color being breathed into this relationship. There's so much growth and change that has happened that, you know, it's a completely different start, new beginnings for this relationship. And the cards that I am getting is that I got as clarifiers for this is cut your cords. So however you cut cords, I know everybody does it a little bit differently. I work with Archangel Michael to cut cords, but so it says, ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, clearing you from destructive patterns. And I feel like this is a really important message so that you're not bringing any stagnant, old, yucky energy into this new vitality, into this new beginning. And then the next card that I got was the Lovers. And so this tells me that this new beginning, this new vitality that you are both headed towards, it's going to bring you what you want. It's going to bring you into a union. But, don't you love when I have the buts? The other card that came up is the Four of Air, which is about needing more time before you make a decision. And on the Lovers card, it also mentions carefully weighing your decisions. And so what I'm feeling here is that you're heading in the right direction, but you know, we have to remember that all good things happen in divine timing. And I'm feeling like for a lot of people, it's not quite yet the right time. There is still stuff that's having to be figured out over here. And if you force it before it's ready, it's not going to come together as nicely as it does when you wait for the divine timing. So, oh, and then when I felt guided to look at the bottom of the deck this week, and the card that was at the bottom of the deck was Shine. And I feel like this is linked to both the Earth Angel card and the You Are a Powerful Light Worker card, about shining your light and sharing your light with the world. And you know, and it's also, I think, reminding me of how far the feminine's coming and how hard they're working, and that they're really coming into that point of surrender right now. So I pulled a clarifying card, or not a clarifying card, I pulled an overall message for the end of the reading, an oracle card. And this is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid. And I got, this is a leg up. And I'm just going to read right from the book. So the message from this card says that relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask, and it is given. So I feel like this ties in very nicely to what I was saying in the beginning about the feminine needing to reach out to friends, and reminding you to reach out to your guides and to the universe and to ask for help, and the masculine reaching out to the feminine when he needs help, that, you know, that it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay to ask for help, but that you also need to know how to be independent. And I feel like that's a lesson that collectively twins in separation are learning right now. There's a lot of, I think a lot of twins, when they are together, you know, they come together in that bubble of, they develop a codependency, and they really begin to rely on each other in a way that's not healthy. And it's nothing to feel bad about or feel guilty about, but one of the keys to come into union with your twin is going to be to not come from a place of needing them and needing their love, but being in a place where you are what you need and your love for yourself is what you need, and the love you receive from them is just a bonus. So I hope that you all enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed doing this reading for you guys this week. This reading really gave me a lot of feels. So if you liked this reading, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you're notified as soon as I upload videos, because I don't always get them up on video or up on Facebook as soon as I upload them on YouTube. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, my Facebook page is facebook.com/IndigoWingsHealing, and my website is IndigoWingsHealing.com. I also have a small Facebook group. It's not super active yet because, you know, I'm still waiting to get some more members. I do share content on there, and I do occasionally give special offers in the group that I don't extend on my website or on my Facebook page. And the group is Indigo Wings Soul Connections. And again, I just want to thank everybody for all the support and kind messages and words. I really do enjoy them and have so much fun seeing all of the message and nice words from all of you. So I really, it warms my heart. I really appreciate it. And I am going to be, I've been toying with the idea of some sort of special referral discount if you refer a friend and they get a reading with me, giving you a discount on the reading. I haven't come up with exactly what that's going to look like, so stay tuned for that, because I will let you guys know as soon as I get that up and running. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Take care.